Okay, hello, my name is Venus Nix. This is a Mortician's Tale, as you can see. Unfortunately, I don't have a webcam set up or anything. We'll leave these as they are and start a new game. September 14th, 10:15 a.m. From Matthew Jeffrey to Charlie. Welcome, Charlie. Nice to meet ya. My name's Matthew, and I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the bodies to ya and helps with some of the more heavy lifting. Ever hear that joke about a hearse something driver? I'll tell it to ya when I come by in a bit. Looking forward to working together. I think you'll enjoy working here. Amy's a sweetheart, but she runs a tight ship. Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. She wouldn't have hired you otherwise. Cheers and good luck, Matthew J. And then from Amy Rose to Rose and daughter's staff. Hello everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our new funeral director, Charlotte, or Charlie, as she told me she likes to be referred to. Charlie is a recent graduate who came highly recommended and is eager to begin her career here with us at Rose and Daughter's Funeral Home. Please take the time to make Charlie feel at home within our little family. We'll have a nice catered lunch this afternoon so we can all get to know each other a little better as well. We're happy to be with Rose and Daughter's for my mother's funeral. We understand that there are usual procedures that must be followed in these situations, but if you could kindly not embalm my mother, that would greatly appreciated. It's not quite grammar, but thank you for anything you can do to help us in this matter. Oh, I didn't read the last one. Oh, she is here. I didn't even say, oh, schools. Why is there not one there? Oh, this is the prep room. You will prepare bodies for burials and viewings. Because the family has requested a closed casket ceremony with no embalming, you are just going to clean the body. Click on the sponge. Oh. And drag it over the body to clean it. That's it, you're done. Oh, that was fairly simple. Mrs. Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of dressing and putting her in the casket. It's time to go to Mrs. Garcia's funeral. You're responsible for taking care of the deceased body, but it is also important to pay your respects to their loved ones. Follow the arrow to head to the funeral parlor. Well, I guess I shouldn't waste time, huh? Oh. Mommy, I'm hungry. When can we go? Yeah, I heard the family specifically said no embalming. I thought it was mandatory, like required by law, but I guess not. Embalming weirds me out. Do those chemicals leach into the ground? Seems strange to be using a chemical that is known to cause cancer and putting it into the ground like that. What? Or into the sewer. That's what they must do with the leftover formaldehyde, right? Just pour it down the drain? No. At least embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive. Stop it, don't make me laugh right now. Very fair. That makes sense. Assuming these are his parents. I hate wearing pantyhose, my legs are so itchy, but it's always so cold in these funeral homes. I think I might actually miss the sweater she used to knit for me now. Oof. Like, you don't realize what you have until it's gone. We usually don't small talk a lot at these things, at least that's what I was always taught. Okay. Why are we looking at the painting? She would have hated these paintings. She was so particular. Oh. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. That's... yeah, I guess. Have a point there. Oh, I'm paying respects. Okay. Now what? Do I leave? I mean, I did everything, right? I think I'm done. Okay, October 11th, 10:09 a.m. Oh, I'm cleaning. Oh, I have a tattoo. That was one I did know. Okay. Well, I have 2 emails. Your next job is a man named Mr. Duvall. An elderly man died of old age. Nothing fancy, just a standard funeral with embalming. You can reach out to his daughter, Lizzie Duvall, if you have any questions. She's handling her father's passing as well as can be expected. As always, don't hesitate to ask me questions. Oh, please remember to wear proper embalming gear. Formaldehyde is extremely dangerous, and I don't need to tell you, but my maternal instincts are hard to ignore. I promise I won't mother you too much. Well, just a little. Ask Matthew, he knows. Okay. Get right on it. Tutorial burials can typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly. Yes. Unless the family requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. Let's start by cleaning the body. Razor, right? A scalpel. In order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage the body. Oh, yeah. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Clip and drag an eye cap into each eye socket to give it its shape. It's time to attend the funeral. I actually love the fit. Okay, funeral. Humming to himself. He always wanted to take his grandkids to the park, play catch. He loved playing catch. He threw a mean curveball, that's for sure. Oh. So strange not seeing most people wearing white. Oh, okay, so you're one of the other religions. White? Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can't remember. I haven't gone to many traditional funerals, so mostly white, but definitely not red, no matter what. That makes sense. Came out of nowhere. I mean, it always sort of does, doesn't it? Yeah, 1 minute you're laughing, having fun, and then the next, poof, that person is gone. Just gone. Yeah, it's so weird to think about for too long. Like staring at the sun. I start to feel all fuzzy when I think about it. So weird how our bodies just stop working like that. Yeah. Let's go pay our respects to the body of Mr. Duvall. And I'm done. Oh, I didn't even realize that wasn't there before. Okay, that's how you know you're done. December 2nd, 10:22 a.m. If you've been a long-time subscriber to our emails or follow us on social media, you've no doubt heard about the misgendering that transgender people are at times subjected to during their funerals. There have been notable situations where trans women have had their wishes overruled by their families and have had their hair cut, are buried under, under the wrong names and subject to the wrong pronouns in their obituary announcements. We care a lot about this because we believe in treating every person with the same level of compassion, respect, and care. And this absolutely extends to pronouns and respecting the deceased's wishes as per their lived experiences. The CDC's Funeral Director's Handbook on Death Registration and Fetal Death Reporting offers the fraught directive. Enter male or female based on observation. Do not abbreviate or use other symbols. If sex cannot be determined after verification with medical records, inspection of the body, or other sources, enter unknown. Do not leave this item blank. Leaving it up to observation obviously enters into a world of issues since bodies can be so different, and because of ingrained bias, people can draw incorrect assumptions based on their own inaccurate observations. California has passed what is known as the Respect After Death Act, which states that the death certificate must reflect the deceased's gender identity as they lived it, so a step in the right direction. People who are trans deserve the same respect in death that people who are cisgender receive. Misgendering in death takes away this respect. It can also inflict hurt and trauma on spouses and friends that survive the deceased. So what can we do as funeral directors? Listen to the people who come into your office. In America, especially, some marriages may not be recognized as legal depending on the laws around same-sex marriage. But this doesn't mean you're not dealing with two people who have loved each other in the same way as another couple. Listen, learn, and always be respectful. While you have to work with the next of kin, your duty is always to ensure the deceased receives the utmost respect in their burial. If a funeral is to honor the deceased, then do that. Honor them. Patriarch. With this for a few months. Small mom and pop shops like Rosenberg keep people together. I'm starving, so I'm going to grab some fast food between taking the hairs through the car wash. 2 birds, 1 and swinging back to the home. Do you want any? Those are the best questions, honestly, when someone's getting food and they're like, hey, do you want anything? A beef and cheddar. I'm going to take the hairs through the drive-thru. Of course, it freaks people out. I love it. They get so awkward. Let me know. I'm heading out in 15. This is embarrassing, but it seems I miscalculated some of our income and I don't have enough to pay you this week. Would it be terribly inconvenient if I cut you a check for next week instead? If you need the money urgently, please let me know. I feel terrible about this whole thing and I can cut you a check from my personal account if need be. I'm so sorry about this. I assure you it won't happen again. It's moderately unprofessional. Meet cutes for death positive cuties. Doing some reading. I know you hate when I give you when I try to give you dating advice, but hear me out. There's this dating site that's specifically for people working in the quote death industry. Okay, so maybe I'm a little worried for you. You haven't mentioned anybody since the breakup of 2014 that we will never speak of again after this moment. What? But you're always saying how tired you get of people being scared to ask about your day, so maybe meeting somebody in the industry isn't the worst idea. Just promise me you'll consider it, but it's harder for me to make sure you're seeing sunlight when I'm all the way across the ocean. I know you look like a babe with pale skin and witchy gothy aesthetics are super hot right now, but vitamin D is still a good thing. Mom ran over. I'm going to try it out because turns out people get super scared off when you tell them you work in a museum filled with dead bodies. Do you know how not interesting other people found teratomas? Question mark. Charlie, I didn't know we were this weird outside people. I've been spoiled by having a best friend who is as much of a weirdo as I am. Miss you. Let's grab a bottle of wine for our next Skype date. Today's funeral is for a woman who died from breast cancer. Nothing fancy, just a standard cremation. Please don't hesitate to ask. On it, boss. We'll need to prepare her body. Well, yes. Mrs. Hall's family brought clothing and jewelry for her to wear. It's important to remove these before the cremation process as not damage them. Wait, hold on. They brought clothing and jewelry for her to wear, but wouldn't they, I get like some people wouldn't want the clothing ruined or whatnot, but wouldn't some people do that so that it would be like cremated with them? Great, she's all set to be cremated now. I'm so proud of our girl wearing gloves. This is the cremulator. Contrary to popular belief, cremation doesn't turn bodies into ash as much as bone fragments. Oof. Using the cremulator will break those bone fragments down into ash-like remains. Let's start by placing the urn in the cremulator. All done, Amy will take the urn to the funeral parlor and present it alongside some flowers. Is this the girl we were just talking about? She would have hated this music. She never wanted her funeral to be so sad. She would have wanted us smiling. She said so. Well, then why aren't you? I'm just saying. She fought really hard. She was proud of herself. She never gave up, not once. Respect. This is nice in a weird way. She liked that we're all here talking. She always tried to keep the family together. The food is delicious. I know that's weird, but these crab cakes are perfect. I mean, funeral potatoes, right? I hope that's not just me. Glad she was cremated and not in like an open casket or something. Seeing her like that, I don't know if I could have. At least we all got to say goodbye. She would have liked that. And pay my respects to the deceased. And I'm out. February 14th, 10:14 a.m. Isn't that February? Not wow, February. Isn't that Valentine's, or is Valentine's the 12th? I don't remember. A challenger approaches. Whoa. Charlie. I've been playing a new game when things are slow at work. It's called Tales from the Crypt Sweeper. Get it? Get it? It's like Minesweeper, but way harder. Like, seriously. It's really, really difficult. And I thought my Minesweeper game was on point after working that overnight front desk job at that hotel for 3 years, but I must have gotten rusty. Anyways, instead of mines, you also avoid graves so you don't disturb the adorable ghosts. The main character also kind of looks like you. Want to start a healthy competition? High score gets to pick the restaurant we go to when one of us is in town next. Okay, so before I do anything else, I'm actually going to stop here. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. That was a Mortician's Tale. I will be back, I'm not sure when, but I will be. I'm gonna try to keep a schedule, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and or subscribe if you like it enough, and I will see you next time. Bye!